English learners. Welcome to the Learn and Listen podcast. I'm your host, Sarah. Today, we're going to explore useful vocabulary for tour planning. We'll speak slowly to help you understand every word. Let's begin our language journey. First, let's talk about the word tour. A tour is a journey for pleasure in which you visit many places. For example, we're going on a tour of Europe this summer. Now, let's discuss some essential words related to tour planning. Our first important term is itinerary. An itinerary is a detailed plan or schedule for a journey. Here's an example. Our tour itinerary includes visits to famous landmarks and local restaurants. Let's practice pronouncing this word. Repeat after me. Itinerary. Excellent. Next, we have accommodation. This refers to a place where you stay during your trip. It could be a hotel, hostel, or vacation rental. You might say, we need to book our accommodation in advance to ensure we have a place to stay. Let's break down this long word. Repeat after me. Accommodation. Accommodation. Well done. Another crucial word is reservation. A reservation is an arrangement to have something held for your use. This could be a hotel room or a table or a table or a table. For instance, don't forget to make a reservation for our dinner tonight. Now let's talk about transportation. This term covers all the ways you might travel during your tour. You could travel by bus, train, airplane, or even boat. You could say our tour includes transportation between cities by high-speed train. Guided tour is another important phrase. This is when a knowledgeable person called a tour guide shows you around and provides information about the places you're visiting. For example, we've booked a guided tour of the ancient ruins to learn more about their history. Let's not forget about attractions. These are interesting places or events that people want to visit or see. You might hear the main attractions in this city are the art museum and the botanical gardens. Now, here's a word that's especially important for international travelers. Visa. A visa is an official document that allows you to enter a specific country. You could say, make sure you apply for your visa well in advance of your trip. Let's practice this short word. Repeat after me. Visa, visa. Great job. Next, let's talk about budget. Your budget is the amount of money you plan to spend on your trip. For instance, we're trying to stick to a budget of $1,000 for our week-long tour. Now, let's learn some additional vocabulary related to tour planning. First, we have destination is the place where someone is going. In tour planning, it's the place you plan to visit. For example, our final destination is Paris, France. Another useful word is excursion. An excursion is a short trip or outing, usually for pleasure. You might say, during our stay in Rome, we're taking a day excursion to Pompeii. All-inclusive is a term you might hear when planning a tour. It means that everything is included in the price, such as meals, drinks, activities. For instance, we booked an all-inclusive resort, so we don't have to worry about extra costs. Lastly, let's talk about travel insurance. This is a type of insurance that covers financial losses or medical expenses that you might incur while traveling. You could say it's a good idea to purchase travel insurance for international trips. Now, let's use all these words in a short dialogue. Imagine two friends planning a tour together. Listen carefully and try to identify the vocabulary we've learned.
Hi, Lisa. Have you started planning our summer tour yet?
Yes, John. I've been working on our itinerary. I've made reservations for our accommodation in each destination.
That's great. What about transportation between cities?
I've booked train tickets. They fit within our budget and will be more scenic than flying.
Sounds perfect. Are we taking any guided tours or excursions?
Absolutely. I've scheduled a guided tour of the castle, which is one of the main attractions. I've also planned a day excursion to a nearby village.
Excellent. Is our resort all-inclusive?
No, it's not. But that's okay because we want to try local restaurants too.
Good point. Don't forget, we need to apply for our visas soon.
Thanks for the reminder. I'll take care of that this week. Oh, and I've also purchased travel insurance for our trip.
Great idea. This tour is going to be amazing.
Well done for following along. We've covered a lot of essential vocabulary for tour planning. Let's quickly review the main words we learned today. Remember to practice using these words in your own conversations. Try to make sentences with each word to help you remember them. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Learn and Listen podcast. Join us next time for more exciting English vocabulary. This is Sarah signing off. Happy learning and happy travels.